right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Friday, the 26th of March, 2021. We've got Venus early in the morning at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, finally making the conjunction to the sun. It's ending being the morning star. The morning star. Oh, morning star, how you've fallen from the heavens. This is a Venus-Sun conjunction. So right now this is a superior conjunction, meaning Venus is on the opposite side of the sun. So Venus, sun right here, Earth right here, right? So Venus, the sun, and Earth are all coming into an alignment today, starting at 3 a.m. Okay, and they're going to be, for a couple of hours, they're going to be exactly moving along with each other. Okay, so it's a really cool early in the morning kind of energy, depending where you're at in the world. You'll be feeling this. It's a great time to meditate. This is in the sign of Aries. Okay, so this is about self. Something we talked about yesterday. This is about us appreciating ourselves and knowing what we as individuals need. Now, further, as our day moves on here, Virgo, the moon is in Virgo. Let me show you the chart. So here's our Venus, Sun, Earth superior conjunction happening. Venus now jumps ahead of the sun here astrologically, as astrology is geocentric, meaning Earth-centered. So Venus is now moving ahead of the sun, perceivably to Earth's global position, becoming the evening star. So Venus will begin to glow brighter and brighter in the night sky instead of glowing early in the morning when Venus is behind the sun. So we have this energy, top of the morning, starting our day, leading into throughout our day. This is about respecting ourselves. The moon over here in Virgo, creating these really beautiful, creative, this quintile here, to the sun, to Venus, to the moon in Virgo, to Pluto up in Scorpio, or Pluto in Capricorn, which deals with public image, 10th house. Public image, this is who we are. This is how we present ourselves to the world as far as big business is concerned. And this is a creative energy going on behind the scenes, behind the curtains. That's not the normal square or sextile or trine opposition kind of energy, right? So this is one, foremost, us valuing ourselves. This is us appreciating ourselves. This is us becoming our own best friend. We can choose to escape other people. We can choose to escape the world. Saturn, Jupiter, up in Aquarius, Neptune, Mercury, in Pisces. We can evade. We can get away from everyone else in the world if we choose to, but we cannot escape ourselves. We are learning to become our own best friend, to sit with ourselves, to shine our light, to illuminate our light on the shadows. We all have them, to pull those skeletons out of the closet and see what's going on in our lives. The moon over there in Virgo is about being specific. It's about making up our minds and deciding. There's been a lot of energy about letting go of the past and moving toward a positive future. Let me bring the south node back here. This is really important today. So Mercury is square to the nodes. We're making our mind up. We're making decisions. Mercury in Pisces necessarily doesn't like making decisions. It's observing. It's an observing point of view. The moon in a critical place of Virgo says, I have to make decisions. I have to be able to sit back and evaluate who I've been, where I've been, what communication, what information, rather, that I've clung to, and who I'm going, where I'm going. Mars conjunct the north node here in the sign of Gemini. Where are we going? What are we doing? What are we seeking? We're seeking our truth. We're seeking, an alternate option. I think I've talked about this before. When I was younger, I thought astrology was woo-woo. Now here I am every day preaching the message of the cosmos, right? I had to let go of my concept, my idea, the building blocks I created in life, the philosophical point of views, Sagittarius energy. I had to seek a new truth. I had to seek in a perspective that was different than my own. I had to take in consideration that perspective. So our critical moon here, our emotional need, Earth's natural satellite staying close to home, our emotional needs is needing breakthrough. So at the same time, we have this learning to love ourselves kind of energy. Knowing what we need as an individual, like something we talked about yesterday. We have this opportunity to break through, break free, and make decisions of letting go of the past and seeking a new future. I had to let go of my old belief in order to adapt this new one. And I'm a much, and it was uncomfortable. Uranus, as the day moves on here, the moon is creating that stronger and stronger trine to Uranus. A trine is an easy flow of energy between two of the same elements, earth and earth. And at the same time, as you saw these little green lines pop up here, I know there's a lot going on in the chart, but what we have here is called a yod, a finger of God, between Saturn, creating a sextile over here to Chiron. It's this little blue line, sextile like a trine is an easy flow of energy between two different elements, air and fire. Saturn being in the air sign, Saturn the father figure, Saturn being in its second ruling home of Aquarius, and has a lot of authority, it has a lot of pull about seeing a vision for ourselves. It's not just how we govern ourselves in the day-to-day, but it's seeing how we're going to plan out. Strategically, this is playing a game of chess with ourselves. With Chiron in Aries, about self. We are playing a game of chess with ourselves, and we need to make critical decisions. So the moon here is the fulcrum point, the balancing point between, in this finger of God. Let me just do this to simplify it, make it a little easier for us to see. Let's just take everything else. Oops, we need the moon. Let's take everything else out of here. We'll even take the nodes out. We're just going to leave those three so you can see this symbol. Okay, this is a yod. It's an interesting point because these two see each other. These two are having a healthy relationship with one another. Learning to love myself, learning to appreciate myself. We have the Sun and Venus so closely conjunct to Chiron, only 2 degrees away. Sun dealing with our ego self-expression, Venus dealing with that of which we love, want, desire, material possessions, people, things. So Chiron here is saying love ourselves. I'm going to do that. I'll bring those back just for the sake of it, because it's really important. There we go. Okay. So we're loving ourselves. We're appreciating ourselves. And by appreciating ourselves, we need to have a vision of how we're moving forward and manifesting. Because Mercury is square to the nodes, and we're taking an observer point of view and figuring out what information we're letting go of and what information we're taking a hold of and moving toward, and Mars conjunct the North Node as well, our critical moon here, which doesn't see Saturn, which doesn't see Chiron, has to make these critical decisions about ourselves because we value ourselves. We value ourselves. This is why we give up our bad habits. We value ourselves. The Virgo can deal with addiction. The Virgo Pisces axis deals with addiction. So this is a huge opportunity right now for us to get focused. Because we love ourselves is why we do the work. Because we love ourselves, this is why we fill in the blank. Because we love ourselves, we're willing to get rid of. It's Lent right now for a lot of people, for whoever believes in that part of that religious ideology. But it's about sacrifice. It's giving something up. I myself am starting a dieta, a master plan dieta, working with Bob and Sana. Very excited. I start that on Monday. You know, I have to give up. I've done it before 3 times now. This while doing this with you guys, and giving up social media, giving up television, giving up using oils and lemons, limes, oranges, all kinds of things that, you know, I can't cook with oils. I can't cook with spices. No garlic, no salt, no pepper. Cutting out all kinds of things from my diet, things that I enjoy, as well as sugars. I can't even drink cacao, which makes me so sad. Anyway, but we do these things so that because we love ourselves. We make these critical decisions and say, today is the day I'm going to make a difference. Today is the day I'm going to change. And if there's somebody out there right now, this is just coming through, that it's just like, I'm going to quit smoking cigarettes, or I'm going to quit this. I'm going to quit eating ho-hos or king dongs or whatever it may be. But I already have a half pack of cigarettes. I have a half box of Twinkies. I have a half loaf of bread. And I'll stop when the pack is gone. But today I'm feeling the urge to stop. Okay, if this is resonating with somebody, this is for somebody. This is coming through strongly. That give it up now. Who cares about the couple dollars that was spent on the thing? Because if we're, let's just use smoking. It can be absolutely anything. But I'm going to use, smoking. If it's like, I want to quit smoking today, but I've already got that half pack of cigarettes sitting there, so I might as well finish the pack out. And then I'll stop when it's gone. I won't buy another pack. Let me tell you, the second that you said, okay, I'm going to finish this pack, you've already bought the next pack. You've already manifested buying that next pack. You've already manifested, if you're trying to give up bread, if you're trying to give up sugar, by saying, I'm going to finish it. I'll start that after I finish this box of, after I finish this loaf of, I'll start that after I do this. We're already making up our minds that we're going to buy it again, that we're going to repeat the cycle. Ouroboros, we're going to go on this loop again and again. And this is this critical decision making. And Saturn, the big dog, is saying we must have a vision for our future. We must have this beautiful connection with ourselves because we cannot escape ourselves. We have to be here with ourselves. We have to be our own best friend. So whatever decisions that we have to make of letting go of old concepts, old ideas, old beliefs, moving in toward the North Node Mars conjunction, seeking something new. It's uncomfortable as the moon creates the trine over there to Uranus. It's easy to break through with this kind of energy, but it's uncomfortable at the same time. And starting a new habit or a new routine or cutting something out that's uncomfortability. And we're finding a new comfort in uncomfortability. We're finding comfort in discomfort. And why do we do that? Because we love ourselves. And I love you too. My friends, have a beautiful, beautiful day. It's a great start to the weekend. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. This is a treat. It's an honor and a pleasure. We'll see you tomorrow.